Anishinaabe Nation Chiefs got a first look today at the terms of a $20 billion long-term reform agreement for First Nations child welfare.
It's one of two agreements resulting from a landmark human rights complaint against Canada. The agreement is the main focus of a two-day special assembly that kicked off in the city today. Lee Noonan was there.
NAN Chiefs spent much of the day today going over the nearly 120-page final settlement agreement that lays out how almost $20 billion will be spent on long-term reform of First Nations child and family services. Negotiations with Canada are ongoing for the historic settlement, which has been in the works for more than 17 years. But NAN Grand Chief Alvin Fiddler says they're 99% of the way there.
We are close to coming to a final agreement. I think we can almost see the finish line.
Fiddler says the agreement is about building capacity and empowering communities and families to look after their own children.
We want the best for our children.
The settlement stems from a human rights complaint filed in 2007 by Cindy Blackstock and the First Nations Child and Family Caring Society with the Assembly of First Nations. The two-part settlement is the largest in Canadian history and provides $23.3 billion in compensation for children and families harmed by discriminatory underfunding of First Nations child and family services, as well as this $19.8 billion for long-term reforms of First Nations child and family services and Jordan's Principal programs.
You as NAN leadership, you knew and took that step that our children were priority. That our children needed to know that we cared and loved them, and that we are taking back that authority to make those decisions with them and for them.
NAN has had intervener status in the case since 2015 after successfully arguing that the unique needs of NAN communities warranted a seat at the table. Deputy Grand Chief Bobby Narcisse says the agreement will reflect NAN priorities, including a needs-based funding model and considerations for remoteness.
Not just, our fly-in communities, yes, they have very unique challenges, but also our road access communities as well are also included in the remoteness aspect of it, because we know that there's various degrees of remoteness.
According to Narcisse, the NAN Chiefs are the first in the country to get a look at the agreement. It will also be presented to the Chiefs of Ontario in June and at the AFN in July. Lee Noonan, TBT News.